Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest over here, and welcome back to another live stream. Today, for this stream, because I'm probably gonna do another live stream of watching Dragon Ball later. We'll see what happens. Either way, today I am just doing a chatting stream. Don't mind everything that happens here. But yeah, so we're doing a chatting stream. It's gonna be a short stream. What time is it anyway? It's 2:12. So yeah, it's gonna be a short stream today. Well, for this one, because there are a few things that have crossed my mind that I feel the need to talk about. Yes, and if anybody has something else they would like for me to talk about, you know, I'm all for it. But yeah, this stream is gonna have a bit of an update of a stream that I did last year. About around this time last year, I think it was. I could be wrong. But yeah, there is a stream. There is something that I was told about recently by a friend of mine, and I will not say their names. I will not say the person's name on the grounds that it is not a, I don't, I'd rather they say so themselves if they wish to openly discuss that on their own end. But I was told by a friend of mine about a certain somebody returning from, they have returned to the wonderful world of YouTube. And I was told about this not too long ago, as a matter of fact. It wasn't that very long ago when I was told about it. And this person in question, the last time with their with this channel now, they have, excuse me, they have been gone for some months after the situation that I talked about last year happened, and then uh, about 8 months ago, about 8 9 months ago they have returned. Now, if you remember who I talked about around this time last year, you'll probably know exactly who I am referring to. If you don't, well then prepare yourself, cause this shit's gonna be amazing. This shit is just absolutely crazy. I'm actually trying to find something involving this person here because I remember it. I remember seeing it not too long ago. I gotta try to find it. I could have swore I seen a little bit of it. Trying to find it because I did watch a little bit of it just to make sure, just to verify if it was this person. Ah, here it is, right here actually. And yes, it was this person. So I'm gonna play a little snippet of this. I'm gonna play a little snippet of this person's stream. I'm gonna play about a minute or two of this stream, and I want you guys to tell me who that voice, if this voice sounds familiar to you, because that's what we're gonna do. Now, I want to state for the record that I'm only saying this because a friend of mine brought this up to me, and I feel like people need to know this. But for a little bit of context, well, actually, I'm not gonna say. I will say the context after this. I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play a bit of this stream here. Hello, Sophia. How you doing? How you doing tonight? Well, if it's 9:15, I'm gonna say how you doing tonight on your end. This is gonna be a bit of a. This isn't just chatting stream, but this will be a bit of a serious stream for this moment here because I feel the need to discuss this. But I want to play a clip of this particular stream, and I want you guys to think about if you recognize this voice. All right, I'm gonna play a minute, just like a literal minute of this. Too much. Oh yeah, I don't. You're gonna get a sugar rush. Yeah, too much caffeine gonna get you a sugar rush, and then you're just gonna be. so slow, and you're literally going to be slow and tired. It's sort of like that one episode of Gumball, how they say how they put it, where in Gumball there's that scene where yeah, I don't feel good. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Even if it takes a good night's sleep for you to feel better, I hope you do feel better. But anyway, so now with this, I'm gonna play a minute of this, and I want you guys to think, what voice does this remind? Whose voice do you think this is? Now, I want to state for the record that because of timing, I will not. I will say this is not somebody from recently that recently got into some deep trouble. Um, this is not Jenna Conroy. It's not him whatsoever. He, to my knowledge, is still in. He is still trying to better himself, even if he can't. Even if his YouTube career is over. I'm just saying. I I know it ain't him because I've seen this stream before and I've recognized that voice. But I want to see if you guys recognize this voice. I'm going to play it for about a minute. Even if it means giving him a free view, I just want to play this voice clip for a minute.
Hello, Mario Party Land. I am Mario Party Hero, and welcome back to more Paper Mario. Previously in the last episode, we beat in Chapter 2, and we also got Parakarry join our team. And we also rescued Malamar from the Tug... I forgot the name of that boss. It was... I know it's Tug Tank Koopa. I think that's it. It's hard to pronounce his name. But anyway, we beat that and got...
Does that voice sound familiar to anybody? There's a reason why I say this. Does that name sound familiar to anybody? If it doesn't, it's understandable, because especially people that have known me just recently. So, if you're not sure, about who that is, maybe this will tell you about it.
Wow, I didn't expect...
Because I actually, last year, not too long ago, I made a video about this not too long ago. Around the time when it came out. I'd have to find my video, but I remember talking about it myself. I'm actually trying to find where I when I posted it, because I know I talked about it last year. If I could find it, that would be nice, but I don't know where it's at the moment. But if that voice sounds awfully familiar to you, it's because I want you to listen to this. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can find a good video to do this on. That's not a video that I'm referring to. I'm looking for a good video to watch for you guys to understand what's going on here. I guess I'll have to... I want you to listen to this voice and tell me if it sounds familiar.
Was actually real. Well, if you guys want to get rid of me, be my guest, but it feels like I still want to leave social media for a while. I'll come back. That means this is goodbye for me and my channel permanently.
Now, listen to that first clip again, alright? Listen to that first clip. So you see what this voice sounds like.
I'm really sorry for what I did to people like this, including my...
And then listen to this.
And we also got Parakarry join our team.
That sound familiar? Does that sound familiar to you? There's a reason why they sound familiar. It's because it's the same person. The first video that I just played for you was a Paper Mario playthrough for a 3-hour long video, a 3-hour long live stream playthrough of Paper Mario. This was his third part on this one. That was 3 days ago. And the video that I just played for you is a video titled Genesis Wesley X is a Predator. That person from the channel, with the channel of Mario Party Hero, and the person that I just said, Genesis Wesley X, are the same people. The same two people. Now, for a bit of background, I'm actually going to do this a lot better than I did before. Yeah, I'm going to look this up real quick. Let me see if I can try to find it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find this stream because I can't remember if I announced it. Actually, because I remember talking about it, and I'm trying to find if I trying to take control of what's going on, and he's like he's gonna give the orders. What throw that stone? Do not throw the stone until I command you to throw the. I'm trying to see if this is what, because I remember talking about it. I gotta try to find the video. This one, you had these people who dress up at like. Yeah, that's something entirely irrelevant. What stream did I watch this on? Ladies and gentlemen. Because the type of person you are as an adult. I can't really. Yeah, I'm trying to find the stream in question, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Because I made so many streams last year, I actually have to try to find it, and I don't know if I'm able to. He can't comment, but he... Where is it? I am trying to find it, but I don't know where it's at. Oh yes, I'm looking at these things here and it shows my face reveal. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny how I'm looking at that, and then, yeah. I could have sworn I talked about it, though. I'm pretty certain I did. Let me look. I have to look. I have to go way, way back. Because, the video that I was watching, um, this was from a year ago, so I would probably have to go back to around that time
Wow.
that video came out. What year, what time was that? So I was, oh wow, that was about a whole year ago. But while I'm busy trying to look for this, I will explain the backstory. So I will try my best to talk about the backstory of this whole thing. So, so last year some things came out regarding this YouTuber known as Genesis Wesley X. And long story short, he was, I can't remember if he was doing doing questionable things with minors, but he was talking he was talking in a questionable manner toward minors, that is for certain. And when it was revealed, um, when it was revealed, it went, "Hey, Mr. Coconut, how you doing today?" So when it was revealed, so many people talked about it, myself included. I even watched the video of his. I even watched his apology video, if we can even call it an apology video, if I'm being honest. And I asked so many questions while I was watching it, and to my knowledge, that stream is still up to this day, but I'm currently looking for it. If I can find it, that would be nice. But yeah, the reason why I bring this up now is because I don't think he actually did anything to them. It's just text. Yeah, I think so. But he was still saying questionable things. Think of like Chugga Conroy earlier this year. This was pretty much the situation that was going on here. Yeah, that was the whole situation going on here. But yeah, he was saying questionable things to minors. That was for certain. Um, and people called him out on it, and he made an apology video for what happened. The only problem is, about 8 to 9 months ago, he returned under a new name. I played the voice clips here of, yeah, I made the voice, I did share some clips regarding regarding what his reaction, his apology video, and I very much, I do remember questioning him on it for what he said. It was, yeah, he messed up a whole lot, and now he's back 8 months, he was back a few months later, even though, I remember him saying this, he even said he was going to get help for himself. I know he said that. I remember him saying that specifically. And 8 to 9 months ago, like I said, he made a return because because it wasn't until recently that he started live streaming. He started streaming about a month or 2 ago. And his first video was 8 to 9 months ago. I don't know about you, and I may not be, and I've probably have never been in the position of needing help for doing some questionable things in general. But I am pretty damn certain 3 to 4 months is not enough for you to say I'm okay enough to do these lives to make content again. Do you really think people are gonna forget that far back. Dude, it's been a year and I still remember at least part of what he was doing. But yes, he has returned. Yes, he has definitely returned. This, because I even played a voice clip of this stream of a video titled Genesis Wesley X is a Predator. That was from a year ago. And I even played a voice clip of a recent stream of his that was from 3 days ago, just for the sake of voice comparison. Take a listen again.
Wow, I didn't expect.
Not that voice. That is not him. That is that is the channel owner of this video. I'm talking about this one. Listen to this and then listen to that voice clip again.
To be gone. I think this is the end for my channel too. Unless a lot of people want.
So there's that. Now listen to this.
For Mario. Here's the last episode we beat in chapter 2 and
Yeah. Yeah, I even played those two voice clips live on stream just to be sure that it was him, and yes, it was. It is him. His voice is a lot clearer with this stream than that video, but I mean that's to be expected with when you're doing a face cam video. Generally, your things, when you do a face cam video, your audio is not going to be the best. But when you do a live stream video, and I would know this because I've done plenty of live stream videos wearing my headset, your voice will sound much clearer. Yeah. So, this man has. So, this man, not very many people know about this channel, by the way, because while he has been around for almost a year, his channel currently has 127 subscribers. Now, if you don't know the full context of the whole Genesis Wesley X situation, I'm going to let this video play out, and I'm going to let this near 16-minute long video play out just to give you guys a glimpse of what we're talking about here. Even though it's been a year and people probably don't want to talk about it anymore, it's got to be talked about for the sake of context. But warning, he is going to have a very bad apology video.
Wow.
And I know this because, like I said, I have seen it before, and I've had so many questions about what he said. I want to know what the title of that video was on my channel, but I remember talking about it. Yeah. But we're going to play a video that we can see from beginning to end, and we'll discuss it.
Didn't expect to be making this video, but here I am. This guy don't.
The fact this guy got the Ripple Star Catacombs as the background music kind of fits with everything going on here.
Know him very well, but he was friends with Rob Marston years ago, like 2 years ago. And as far as I'm aware, they were like speaking and watching to the streams, stuff like that. However, there was a situation that occurred, and based on the way Wesley acted in said situation, proved to me that he was not a trustworthy person, and I wanted him out of our server. DDR, he sided against a friend despite the clear lack of evidence against them, and then tried to beg for forgiveness. Naturally, the friend rejected their apology for good reason. And based on some of Wesley's behavior, I think Wesley made a video attacking this person that didn't want to forgive him. And
I recognize that person in this picture that was shown. That is Rod Marsim, a good person. Somebody that I know, that I've known for a bit. And I remember he was in a bit of a situation, not anywhere near as bad as this, but he was involved in something where he was wanting to do something, he wanted to partake in something, but some things happened and he got a bit mad about it, and I told him, dude, it's not worth getting upset over, just calm down, things happen, just let it go. And I feel like he listened to that, because he then later made an apology video, not in a video, but an apology post, about his behavior. And as far as I know, outside of that, he is a good person. But yeah, Ron Marston, as far as from my experience, he's a good person. Very good person.
Like, no, get the fuck out and talk to him a lot about Betty Wesley. And it happened. But at this point, you're probably like, who the hell is Wesley? And I'll explain to you who Wesley is real quick. Genesis Wesley X is a YouTube streamer who also streams Nintendo games. He sits at 5K subs, but I heard his
Now remember that. His channel a year ago had 5,000 subscribers. And his current channel, which has been under a year, has 127 subscribers. It's almost been a year, but he's at 127 subscribers. Who made this video? The channel is SMG4 Muffin. That's really the only channel I can think of here that I can see, because it does show his video, and so they do talk about it. Yeah. I would love to show my video, but I forget what title I made that video for me to look for it. But I know it was from a year ago because I did talk about it myself. But I can't remember the title of it because it was so long ago. I don't even remember if I just talked about it while it was just a Just Chill stream or a Just Chatting stream, and I just happened to talk about it in the midst of that chatting stream. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a year ago. But yeah, I recognized the voice, which is why I asked. Okay, alright.
Super been dropping like flies after what he admitted to. I guess his streams are decent.
No ability.
He's talking. That's something.
Yeah, I you know what? And that's it. As far as video content creation goes, that's the only thing we share, because I tend to not really talk too much on my channel, but I do try. I do try to talk on my channel, even if there are so many moments where I'm just silent as fuck. But that's the only thing I'll compare us to. Everything else, no, because I know I'm a better person than he is. Because I've always said this story before. Every time when I'm whenever I have a conversation with an underage person, it's always respectful. I always respect their boundaries. I never post or say questionable shit, because I'm not that fucking stupid toward other people, like adult or a minor. I generally don't talk to minors because obvious reasons. But even with adults, I still try to respect their boundaries, respect everything there. Yeah, I'm like that. But if there's one thing I've learned about the internet, and of course this is in no way defending Genesis Wesley X, this is more something on my experience. You always gotta watch who you talk to. You always gotta be careful with who you talk to and how you interact with a person, because next thing you know, one thing leads to another, and that interaction could lead to your downfall in some way, shape, or form, whether it be the end of a friendship, the end of a relationship, or the end of your career. Just gotta be careful. Wesley didn't fucking learn that, apparently, and now he was under so much crap that he took down his channel, and now here he is, some months later, he would make another one, as if people were gonna forget about him. The only problem is when you recognize the voice of a person that you've interacted with before, and he's under a new name, that's going to bring out so many flashbacks. Truth be told, even after his apology video, I knew for a fact he was going to come back at some point. I didn't think it was going to be that soon, because, like I said, it was like 3 to 4 months later he would make a return under a new channel name. So apparently he didn't learn his fucking lesson. Or he thought 3 to 4 months was enough of a break for him to come back, when it was very obvious that he shouldn't have, when everybody literally said, dude, you should just not make content anymore. You might as well just kiss your career goodbye. Because if you try to come back, people are going to remember, and people are going to out you for it. And he apparently didn't get the memo, and now here we are, outing him again, because he thought it was a damn good idea to make another channel and try to pretend nothing. And I don't even know if he's pretending anything ever happened, because I'm not watching his content outside of that few minutes of what I just did, watching literally the same part of his stream over and over again. And I'm pretty damn certain that if somebody were to go onto his channel and talk about that situation from a year ago, I know for a fact it would be a lost cause, because he's going to delete that video, that comment. He's going to hide you from his channel so you cannot speak ever again. So basically, confronting him about it is not going to work. So, yeah, confronting him is just going to be a dead end. Just don't do it, even if you want to. Even if I said you should. Even if I wanted anybody to, it would be a lost cause anyway, so I'm not going to waste my breath and confront him about it. But I will share this video here, and if he does catch wind of this video in some way, shape, or form, I just want him to know that he's a piece of shit for what he did. He should not have come back at all, truthfully speaking, because if you say questionable shit to minors, your career is just about over. But apparently he doesn't care. He's trying to rekindle what he once had. And the worst part of it is, he is just going to try to he's just going to try to forget about the past and move forward, when you can't really forget about the past. It's very hard especially for victims to do. It's hard for victims to do. It's hard for people who have known you to do. It's hard for people that have interacted with you and even once to do. Because I cannot tell you how many times I've heard about people who always talk about how things will always come out about a certain person, and people will say, oh, well, I can't believe he would do this. He's such a nice guy. I will always say this every single time. You don't know what a person is like behind closed doors. Like, I could say to everybody here, and I've always said this, that I am generally a nice person, but I will be serious when I have to be. But I'm not going to blame anybody if they question me saying that, because they don't know me personally. Whatever happens after I end my stream, you don't know what I'm doing. After somebody that I watch ends their stream, I don't know what they're doing, outside of if they choose to say what they were doing. But even if I didn't believe them, I would have to take their word for it, unless somebody can either vouch for them or call them out for being a liar in some regard. That's the whole thing. So yeah, behind closed doors, we don't know what's going on. So don't act like you know a person just because of your interactions with them. Because who you see before you might be a different person to somebody else. And I've had that sort of thing many times. Many times.
I know in my Nathan video, I said I didn't want to make any more videos like this, but I wanted to point out what a guilty coward this man is. Both someone knew him one point, and he practiced with my friends, so it's not really an outside look either. While I decided not to associate with Wesley anymore, I left him alone since he had never really done anything enough to warrant bothering him again. Besides that one video, which I do vividly recall commenting on. However, this all changed pretty recently, and this is actually the main point of the video. Wesley posted a video of him admitting to being a pedophile.
Yep.
That everything he was accused of is 100% true. Now, I wasn't aware of any of that before, but apparently this had been happening for a while. Actually, I do recall Rod mentioning that Wesley has been often getting accused of being a pedo, but no evidence really surfaced, so I didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, that's an understandable thought process when you hear somebody accusing somebody else of something like being a pedophile, but there's not much evidence coming out to confirm that suspicion. Well, I wouldn't really say suspicion, an allegation. That's a better term for it. Um, you tend to not know whether to believe it or not. You don't want to believe it because you know this person, but at the same time, you feel like that other person likely would not be stooping to the level of making the person giving that person a bad name just for the sake of, wanting attention. But at the same time, even though, of course, Wesley confirmed what he was being accused of was true, in other situations, there have been not too many situations, but there have been other situations where somebody would be accused of being a pedophile or sexual assault or things and such of that nature, of either nature, only to find out that that allegations were false, and that the person that allegedly did it, or the person who did the alleged things that was being discussed, and ultimately didn't do it. That's something else there. So that's why I always say, if you're going to accuse somebody of doing something, always, always, always have proof, because if you don't, people are going to call it into question, even if you were ultimately telling the truth, or whether you were even if you're ultimately telling the truth, you always got to have evidence. You got to have something to back up your claim. Otherwise, some people will defend him and basically say, this person is just wanting attention. So, yeah, just be mindful of that. If you're going to accuse somebody of something, always have evidence to back up your claim. Otherwise, you're going to look like a fool, or you're going to look like you're just wanting attention. I'm not saying this as a knock on anybody, because, again, Wesley did confirm that what he was accused of was true. I'm just saying, in a general sense, that's what you have to do. Because at this day and age, evidence is everything. Even Phoenix Wright has taught me that.
He showed 2 screenshots and then said that everything was true and that he was, well, he said harassing minors, but the actuality was grabbing minors. He was saying harassing as like I guess a light term than grabbing. He deleted that video the very same day, and instead decided to admit to everything in a fucking community post.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if he's gonna read it, but,
Oh,
no, he
he
didn't.
did that video the very same day, and instead decided to admit to everything in a fucking community post.
Yeah, so he made a community post, as this man said. I'm gonna read it to you, so you guys, for context, because I don't think he reads it, but I'll read it just in case. Even if he does read it, I'll read it just in case. He made a post saying, quote, and I quote, hi everyone. I know a lot of people know that I was being a pedo, but things are gonna be changed to me. So first, already off to a strong start with grammar. First off, I'm gonna be on my hiatus from my channel for a while to fix my mistakes. I'll be going to see a therapist to help me fix my problems from my mistakes. Once I return, I will change myself to be a better, mature adult and trying not to be a pedo no more. I will try my best to give you all positive vibes on my channel. Also, I do owe all streamers who supported me for years an apology. I'm really sorry for my bad actions. I know a lot of people are leaving my side for what I've done, but again, I know I've been acting like a total moron for years, but I promise you I will change I will change. I do love you all for being the best streamers I ever met. Soon I will delete my Discord server and make a new one to keep things positive vibes. And I might end my non-family friendly channel and put it to family friendly for now on. So for now, I will begin my hiatus again. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Please be okay. I do be worried about my friends out there. Thank you all for reading this, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye. And good luck on your milestones. End quote. First off, grammar all over the goddamn place. Second off, spelling all over the goddamn place. Third off, he is choosing to end non-family friendly channel and put it to family friendly. And yet he's being accused of being, he was, at that point, he was admitting he was a pedophile, but he was making his channel that is now since deleted family friendly. Yeah, that don't make any goddamn sense. That actually makes him worse.
However, what this gross ass fuckhead was expecting.
Gross ass fuckhead. I love that term. That's funny. It's funny, but also true.
And the sole reason I'm even making this video was that I recorded the video of him admitting to his actions. Here's the video.
Hello, everyone.
So yeah, so now we're gonna go into the video itself. And I remember, I do know I talked about this before, but I'll probably make some repeat statements from that video. So, yeah, this video is being played for context, guys, just so we're all clear.
I have a serious truth announcement I have to show you all. You guys remember that hacker who made a video about me and about me harassing underage girls? It's kind of true. I kind of did all of this.
I kind of find it interesting to this day how he would say, I kind of did do this. I kind of did that. He says, I kinda. Either you did it or you didn't do it. There is no kinda in there. None.
And I have proof to show you that I really did do all this. Alright, here's the first proof. And I need.
I don't remember if I ever said this, but on the one hand, at least he came out and admitted that he did it, but at the same time, he's still a piece of shit for what he did. He's still gonna be a piece of shit no matter what, no matter if he were to have confessed or not. That's still bullshit behavior for him to be doing that.
Yeah, come clean and tell you the truth. Because that's me before I was hacked on my first main account until I got a new one right now.
So it does show proof here. And yeah, I'm not gonna say anything of this here. I'm gonna have to bleep so much out, but here's what he did. So from top to bottom on these pictures that we see, the first one says, "Babe, do you like girls, hairy pee, poo? Just think your poo is ready for the squirt to come out. I know you have the perfect booze and poo, hun. Remember, babe, when you take a shower to make sure your poo is extra shiny clean. I know your poo is amazing as well." I'm not saying the full words for obvious reasons, but yeah, that is what he shows on these pictures.
On my first main account until I got a new one right now.
I thought there was a pause. I thought my TV actually was going on something there. They got something. I feel like I recognize that username, Icarus Magician. I feel like I recognize that nickname somewhere. But he's like, after publishing this video, Wesley changed his PFP. He's been grooming my friend for over a year now, even on his old account before it got hacked. Yeah, yeah, I feel like I recognize that username somewhere. I could be, I feel like I have. I can't remember where, but I think I remember seeing that username.
This is me when I did this before my old account was hacked. Oh, that video that made was actually real. Well, if you guys want to get rid of me, be my guest, but it feels like I still want to leave social media for a while. I'll come back.
I love how it says if you guys want to leave me, be my guest. Like he knew people were gonna leave him anyway, even if he didn't say such a thing.
That means this is goodbye for me and my channel permanently. I'm really sorry for what I did to people like this, including my closest friends who left my side, but they deserve to leave me if they want to.
As I said, he really said like he knew what they were gonna do before he even said anything. Even if he didn't, he knew they were gonna leave. They're gonna distance themselves from him. Because a certain situation happened with another friend of mine. I'm not gonna say his name for reasons, but he came to me about a couple of friends of his, and he told me how he was feeling about both of them, and I gave him my 2 cents, and you know, I'm not gonna say too, but one of them did something that I don't feel comfortable saying, on the grounds that that kind of would be exposing not my friend that I'm referring to right now, that with the one that I was talking to, but I mean like that kind of would be exposing his name when he is just, you know, telling me something. But either way, the fact of the matter is, he was telling me something about a couple of friends of his in Discord, and I gave him my 2 cents, and then he ultimately followed my advice. And basically, what happened was one of his 2 friends was gone some months ago, and he came back recently, apparently. I'm saying apparently because I can't vouch for him, because I don't know when that happened. But he came back and he revealed why he was gone for so long. And part of the reason was because he is on a he is a registered. I I can't remember exactly too much, and I can't access my DMs on that conversation. But I believe he was a registered sex offender, and that made my friend very uncomfortable to be around with him then. And he asked me what should I do with this person in particular, but another person altogether. But that person is irrelevant to the story. And I told him, dude, best thing to do would probably to distance yourself from him, because what the other friend did pales in comparison to what this particular friend did, and he agreed with me, and so he kicked that friend out, and he talked about why to this other friend, that was to this other friend who we were talking to in a separate way. Yeah, but I'm not saying any names because confidentiality, even though I did say some things about the situation. But I feel like it was kind of relevant, and If he wants me to take this video down on the grounds of me talking about this situation, I will. No argument for me there. Because not as a means to protect his friend, but as this former friend of his, but as a means because because I'm just talking about it, and it just popped in my head. And if he didn't want me to talk about it, I will happily, I will gladly take this down. And we can talk about it again without this story being posted. But yeah, so yeah, that's the one thing that kind of irks me with people that do that, do that sort of thing. And yeah, it's just stupid. It's ridiculous how adults can act like this. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, ridiculous. It's bullshit.
If you guys want to get rid of me from your servers, be my guest. I do deserve to be gone.
I don't know if I feel like maybe in some servers he was kicked out of, but I feel like in some others he probably left. He probably got kicked out in some, left in others.
I think this is an end for my channel too.
Oh, we don't think we know. Oh, he doesn't think he knows because he hasn't. Because that channel's been deleted. But like I said before, he is making another channel. He made another channel.
Unless a lot of people want to convince me to come back, but I want to take a social media break. I'm going to take some time away to think about what I've done and try not to do this anymore to underage girls.
Wow, you shouldn't even be doing this to anybody, period. You shouldn't have. Dumbass.
Oh, this is goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Why would you say thanks for watching when you know the backlash is going to be bad on your end? It's going to be bad. You never say thanks for watching on a serious video like that. You never do. Don't ever do that.
He probably knows that he uses it actually as a mascot on his channel. And with...
Yeah, that character, I don't know her name, but I know she's a WarioWare character. It's like that... What was...
He probably knows that he uses it actually as a mascot on his show.
I can't remember her name, but to put it simply, here, I'll just show you guys here.
No.
Yeah, I'll just show you real quick. That was his PFP there. Yeah, I don't know her name, and I don't know her backstory, but I do know that was his PFP.
And with all of this happening, and him literally admitting to it, I think I see why he liked Ashley so much. She's a little girl.
Okay, okay then.
There were quite a bit of people taking Wesley's side.
Now, they're probably kids, these are probably kids, but you're a piece of shit if you side with Wesley. Now, there were two comments here. One says, I won't leave you, Wesley. And the other one says, wait, underrated or underaged. Anyway, I won't ever leave your side. Yeah, they're because the one thing about kids, they don't always know they don't know right from wrong in this situation. By the time you're an adult, you should know right from wrong. But when you are a kid, you don't really know right from wrong. You just know the basics of right and wrong. You should know as a kid not to take things that don't belong to you. If you're going to want to, you can always ask to borrow it, but you got to give it back. You can't just keep it as much as you probably would want to. You should know not to disrespect people that don't deserve the disrespect. That's just how it. Just like I said, the basics of right and wrong, not just right and wrong in general, because obviously there are things that they should not know about at a young age.
Downplay what he did. Well, there were people with a functioning brain calling right.
Oh yes, this guy right here. I think I remember seeing this one. Um yeah, I remember that. I remember when I remember when Grande mentioned that. I remember that post. And I was like, damn. I didn't know much of Genesis Wesley X because I didn't watch much of his content, if any at all, by that point. But I remember. God damn it, who's calling? Hold on a second. Did I ever mention that I hate it when people call me when I'm in the middle of a live stream? Because I really do. It annoys me too much. But anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, that was this post by Grande, my Grande Gamer, was the one that I was that was the one that that I read when I first heard about it, and then after I looked more into it, that's when I made a video about it, and I even watched his apology video on stream. Yeah, so Yeah, so Grande made the post. It's not all being shown, but he made a post saying, "Hello everyone, this is a post that is extremely difficult for me to make, but this is something that is very serious and it needs to be made public because a lot of people are in danger. A content creator in the community and someone who I had considered a close friend for a while now has been caught saying some extremely inappropriate and offensive things to underage females for a while now. Someone who was well known and loved by many across so many communities, who gained our trust, has done something very serious and disturbing. I'm not trying to start a hate campaign here. If you know me at all, you know I would never do something like that. The point of this post is to raise awareness, because this is not something that should be taken lightly. This needs to be public. The person I am referring to is Genesis Wesley X, and we can't see the rest of that post. I don't know if he's going to show it, but yeah.
Out. From what I heard, this was a second attempt at admitting to his.
And let's see here. He said, this anonymous user, I saw a comment in the vid that mentioned he uploaded a video before that one stating how it was all rumors and there was no evidence about what he did. Of course, he ended up deleting it and then admitting what he did. I should have screenshotted that comment, but not sure if you saw that as well, Muffy.
Hey, Beer. First time was now in a deleted stream. When thankfully.
Oh, two of these people I actually remember. Two of these people I remember because I still interact. See, I interact with Rodmar Sim, which I said earlier. I still interact with him from time to time. I still to this day interact with Grande, and there's three names here that I remember. Then there's two names here that I know of where I still interact with them, not as much as I used to, but I still do interact with them. One being Lil Ball of Fun, and the other being Sir Rumpelstein. But there's a third person. There's two other people here. One is a member named Beautiful Jerry, and there's another one named Toaster. But let's see what all was said here. We got Lil Ball saying, "Oh, but it wasn't just one minor, isn't that right, Wesley? There have been countless other people you harassed with inappropriate messages and images. Only one was brave enough to come forward about it," and then said, "But of course, why would the rest come forward when one, you aren't treating this seriously, and two, neither are your White Knight Brigade who insist you did no wrong, but you did do wrong." Another person says, Raukenstein says, "There's a place called Prison, Wesley. Hope you'll be there. There, you disgusting prick." He really was. He really is. Once another person said, the member said, "Have fun trying to gain everyone's respect back. If you still support him, I hope you stub your toe." And Lil Ball then says, "You deserve to be prosecuted to the highest extent of the law and never be allowed online or around children again." And somebody said, "For real?" Toaster says, "For real." And Jerry says, "Wesley would look so handsome in a prison jumpsuit." They roasted the hell out of this guy, and he deserves it. He deserved it a whole lot. Oh, Hero Plays, another name I remember. Yeah, saying, "Oh, he won't be getting away with this." Beautiful Jerry says, "Your dad has left." That's, yeah. It's always, I don't like it when people just bring up parents. Well, parents did a bad job. Maybe the parents did a good job, but the child is too much of an ignorant dumbass to understand he did wrong. And I say arrogant because that is ignorant, arrogant, whatever. It's still the fact that he knows he did wrong, but he just doesn't want to admit. He just doesn't give a shit. Even with that admission, he still didn't really give a shit. Because there was no emotion in that video. He literally just sounded like, "I just want to get this over with." Because that video was literally 2 minutes long. Yeah, that video that we watched earlier from this video was 2 minutes long. But let's see here. Let's see here. Hero plays saying, "Oh, he won't be getting away with this." Beautiful Jerry said, "Your dad is left." Warp Star Kirby, "Hey Wesley, hope all gets better for you. I'm sorry to say, but you shouldn't be allowed on any social platform, my friend. Doing illegal shit towards minors isn't right, man. Think of others, alright? Just doing illegal shit in general isn't right, but definitely toward minors." And Beautiful Jerry said, "Bro, go seek help, you sick motherfucker. Donetta, disgusting. People like this make me sick." Beautiful Jerry again. "Wesley, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to say all this to a minor. Step away from your phone and touch grass for the love of God." And Arvel and Ainsley, "Hey, maybe just don't ever stream after the shit you just admitted to." Ultimately, he would come back, like we said earlier. I'm gonna keep.
At least the comments.
Oh, hold on a second here.
First time was known.
That first thing, that third one just went by so quick I could not even pause.
I deleted stream. When thankfully screenshot of that stream still exists. At least the.
Let's see here. So Lil Ball, "Predators like you deserve nothing. How dare you sit here and try to beg for sympathy? The people who are sitting here supporting you are just as messed up as you are and need help." Then somebody else said, Normanato said, "Well said. What he's done is the lowest of the low, deleting people's comments who are criticizing him to make it look like people on his side. Only place you should be going to is the police." And another person says in back-to-back comments, I don't normally comment on these types of things, but anyone who truly wants to be better and get better will usually remove themselves from temptation. You're out here trying to attract new victims. That's not indicative of someone who feels bad or apologetic. The forgiveness stream is supposed to come after years of therapy. The last thing you should be around is more teenagers and young women. And Lil Ball again says, "Wesley doesn't want to get better because he doesn't think he's done anything wrong, ever. He never accepts responsibility for his actions, just pushes it aside and thinks sorry makes it okay to do it." Yeah, no it doesn't. Never. Never has, never will.
Then
Let's see. Hero plays. He has been, let's see. Hero plays. He has been reported on my end. I'd recommend everyone to contact the New York Police Department with your concerns as soon as possible. Gardevoir Boy 1991. He was one, I do remember him because he was a bit of a defender, and I'm like, dude, why are you saying this shit? He did wrong, and you're saying it? What the fuck? But he says, "Wesley, all the bad things you have done were unintentional." I highly doubt that. I forgive you for that. Next time, try to be respectful to Kevin and what he does on his channel. This boy really just tried to change the subject and also tried to defend him. That's stupid. Don't do that. When you know somebody did wrong, you don't defend them. You tell them, "Dude, you fucked up. Don't ever..." People like that make me wonder if they're just gullible enough to believe in stupid, they're just gullible enough to believe somebody. Like, just instantly and not question a goddamn thing they say. Anyway, so Hero Plays after that comment says, "Together we can make sure any nasty creep stays far away from the gaming community, and we shall keep our children safe." Yep. Exactly. We always gotta keep children safe from crazy people. Like, if I find out I'm playing with, if I play a public lobby and there's a kid on one end of it, first off, I would probably make I used to make the joke of where it's like, "Dude, what are you doing playing an adult game? What are you doing, you dumbass?" Because to me, kids that play games that are obviously aimed at adults are dumb. Because what they don't realize is they are setting themselves up. Well, I can't really call them dumb. They may be I can't really say that term. What would be a better term for that? They're not smart enough. There we go. That's a lot better. That is a much better term. But yeah, kids are not smart enough to understand that they are playing games that are likely going to have adults playing them. You got games like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Among Us. You got so many games that kids play that adults could also play. Roblox again. Roblox for another example. Because I play Roblox. I do. I do play Roblox, but I don't. But I play the games that I usually play on, and they're probably games that don't really attract too many people. So I guess it's okay with that sort of thing. But even if I was playing a game with multiple people, with with multiple people and kids are in that session, I would still try to act like the mature adult that I am, and not act like a fucking piece of shit toward kids, because again, we got to keep children safe. We got to look out for them and hope that they and help them understand that not every adult is going to be nice. They're going to try to do something to you. We wouldn't explain what those things are, but just to be careful around strangers on the internet that you play online with, because you don't know them personally. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing about this. That's generally what it is. Um, but yeah, the gaming community is where everybody is supposed to feel safe, supposed to have fun, and if you don't feel safe or you're not having fun, then that defeats then somebody just defeated the whole purpose of you having fun and having a good time with that game. But anyway, Lil Ball says, or go to your local police department, show them the screenshots of him admitting to these sick, depraved acts. Your local PD will forward through the report to the proper I think she meant to say proper police, but it said proper place, but still.
Yes, he went for a streamed video due to not being able to handle the backlash she received.
Very much so.
Because somehow Wesley expected everyone to just forgive him like he's...
Forgive and forget. That's what people that have committed so many crimes tend to do. Now, not everybody does this, because there are people that have committed the crimes, or have admitted to committed the crimes. What? Who have admitted the crimes, or they've admitted to something that isn't technically criminal, but they want people to understand the whole context of what happened. But to expect people to forgive and forget, especially with something like this, not really the best look on you. Not really the best look on you. Stupid.
Some sort of victim. He received backlash with the video as well, so he deleted it as well. Now, before I end this video, I want to dissect this video real quick. Now, I attempted to find the video of the hacker exposing Wesley, and I wasn't able to find it. However, I did find out that Wesley did in fact re-upload his...
Yeah, oh, that. My apology video and the truth about me re-uploaded. I think that was the video I watched, actually, when I first heard about it. Yeah, I think that was the one I watched that day.
Truth About Me video, so that's back on the internet. Which means that I probably don't need to, but I'm gonna leave it in my video regardless. Just saying that's re-uploaded for now. For now.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna give this whole video the same since they deleted it in the first place anyway. Okay, so when I was looking at the video, I didn't realize this at first. I thought it was just the original Truth About Me.
But yeah, that's generally what happened. Yeah, so we're gonna take a few more looks at everything here.
When I did this one.
Yeah, so that's generally what happened. That's what this is all about, really. So yeah. Is this
before my old account was hacked.
Oh wait,
Again, entirely did.
Oh yeah, I forgot my phone. I was using my PlayStation on this one. But yeah, so yeah, the whole moral of the story is that um. So yeah, the whole moral of the story is that Genesis Wesley made a return not too long ago. Not too long ago, about almost a year ago. Uh, like about 3 to 4 months after he made that apology video, and said that he was going to seek help, but he apparently didn't, or he did, but he thought, okay, this is long enough of a wait to come back. But the one problem is, I knew about this recently, about this new channel of his recently, and yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, what the fuck is this man doing? Because he was supposed to be seeking help, but, and I'll show this real quick for you here. I'll show this for you real quick here. The latest video that he did was 3 days ago. He has not uploaded a video since. I think he may have been. So yeah, so there's that, and he has another video coming. He has another live stream that's going to be coming out in 2 days. But his first live stream that he made, but the first thing that he did was from about 8 to 9 months ago, and I say 8 to 9 months because yeah, because of obvious reasons. So yeah, so my thoughts on this matter are that is the fact that Wesley has returned again when he should not even be back. Um, let's see what else we got here. So let's see here. He's got some subscriptions here. Some of the names I probably do recognize. Yeah, he's got 2 live streams coming up on this new channel. One for Mario Party 5 and one for Mario Party 4. Yeah, it's just sad that he's back again. It's just ridiculous that he's back. Let's take a look at some of these people that he let's take a look at some of these stream. Let's take a look at some of these names that he's subscribed to, because I want to see if there's any of them that I recognize. Well, there's one name that I remember there's at least 2 names so far that I recognize. But I'm gonna keep looking just in case. Yep, there's 3, because there's 2 people with the same name. Yeah. Okay, so that's all of them. So I recognize some of the names that he has subscribed to. It looks that I'm guessing these are who he has subscribed to. Some of these names I recognize because there's Hero Plays. You got Hero Plays. You got Hero Plays Plus. That's a name I do remember. Which I'm surprised he would be willing to subscribe to him under this new name, because I would not be surprised if Hero knows about this now, because I found out about this, and I don't know how many other people know about this compared to just me. But he's got Hero Plays Plus, and the first name that I've seen on here that he is subscribed to, which is Snowy. Yeah, so there's 3 channels that I recognize off the top of my head that he is subscribed to: Snowy, Hero Plays, and Hero Plays Plus. I don't know if any of them know he is subscribed to their channel. From what I'm seeing, he is. Yeah, this man's a piece of shit, okay? This man's an asshole. This man is a piece of shit. He should not have returned in any capacity, especially months after what happened. He just should not be here whatsoever. Yeah, hold on, let me see something here. Yeah, because I'm trying to see if I remember which video it was on. This one person. If I knew which stream it was, I would be watching it. Because I know for a fact that I did watch it for a little bit. I would love to see all these group of people, these group of men. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Why can we prohibit children from voting, those under 18 from voting? Is that free speech? They can continue to exercise their...
Oh, that, okay. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I can't remember where it was at.
Through my problems, so I'm going to take time off.
Oh, this was that video! Oh, I found it actually! Oh, I actually just found it because I just recognized Wesley's voice just there. I found it. But that's an hour-long fucking video, though. Damn. Damn, bro. Oh my god.
Social media, but don't worry. I will come back soon.
No, just stay going. You know what? What I'll do for you guys is, because that is an hour-long video, I will post a link to it in the comments section if anybody wants to see my initial reaction to what was said. I can't believe I actually just found it, but yeah. I'm gonna just play it up real quick here. Just preface this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Force over here. Welcome back to another video. So, this is actually a bit of a continuation from the previous Let's Talk stream that I did. Because I feel like this needs to be said, okay? So, this is a bit of a continuation. Like how I talked about internet safety and, I talked about internet safety and, being careful with who you interact. I want to go on to a bit of a different topic, but still in that same vein, okay? How to be an actual adult. It's very simple, really. Everybody knows that when you are an adult, you are legally an adult when you are 18 years of age, although depending on the state that you are in, you are tried as an adult in different ages, from 18 to 16 or whatever. But the legal age of consent in America is 18 years old, and for the most part, that's generally a common thing around the world, with the exception of maybe a few age. You should know more and more about how to be an adult and understand that once you turn 18, you, for the most part, will not be able to, interact with people who are 17 and younger the way you may or may not have, depending on how you interacted with them. Yep. So I actually found the video. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Coconut, welcome back. So I actually just found the video that I did when I was reacting to Wesley's video that I did, but it's an hour long, but I'm not gonna watch it all the way through, but yeah, I actually just found it too. I was like, wait a minute, is it probably one of these two that I missed? And yep, sure enough, it was this one. Because I actually also remember doing a separate live stream where I was talking about internet safety, and then I did a continuation with this one, and this was the one where I reacted to Wesley's video. The video that I did was yes, ladies and gentlemen, this man is watching himself. His ego is that big. Fuck off. Fuck you. I'm only watching a few minutes of it. I'm not gonna watch a whole hour-long stream. I got shit I gotta deal with. I gotta do later. I gotta get ready for work. So I'm not gonna be able to watch a whole hour-long stream. Fuck you, man. Okay, so that's a big thing that people who are about to turn 18 this year need to. But yeah, part of what I said here was how adults are like the definition of what an adult is, like how you become an adult, and when you become an adult, and how things have to change for you in regard to being an adult. With people that you've known, like where you're 18 and they're 17. So legally, you can't really do anything with them outside of you could do things like hang out or you could date them, things like that. But when they are under 18, you cannot do anything sexual with a minor. As soon as you're 18, you can't have a sexual relationship with anybody 17 under because of the fact that you are now an adult legally. In as far as America goes, as far as the U.S. goes, once you're 18, you can't do anything sexual with a minor. If you're even worse for some reason, before you were an adult. But yeah, you can't do anything sexual with a minor. Even if they did consent to it, it's still considered. It's still a sex crime to do so. So basically, you just have to wait until the 17-year-old if you were a 17-year-old having a relationship with another 17-year-old and you just turned 18, you gotta wait until that 17-year-old is 18 themselves before you can get involved. You can get involved with each other, one step further than that. Again, if you were even doing that to begin with, which is kind of stupid. It's kind of dumb to be doing when you're at such a young age. That you don't know how to adult yet. Like you are an adult, but you don't know how to adult yet because you just turned 18 at that point. To me personally, an actual adult is when you're 21 because by that point you should know at least the basic fundamentals of how to be an adult. And I say you should because even to this day, adults, even in their 30s, still act like fucking morons when they should know better. And no, that's not an attack on anybody that I know of personally or online wise. That's just common sense, people. Understand. You are now. Hey, David, how you doing today? But let's. I gotta remember there were some moments where I was talking with chat here. Yeah. But yeah, at some point I do talk about Wesley's video at some point in that video. I'm gonna leave a link to that video in the comments section down below when it's done. Like when this video gets uploaded, I'll talk about it. But yeah. So moral of the story, guys, if you are I thought someone joined the chat. Nope. Oh yeah, I am speaking through my mind. I was speaking in my mind. I was telepathically speaking with my mind. Like you see on those anime shows or shows like Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever. I was definitely doing that with my mind. But no, I was actually watching that video. Why else do you think I stopped in the middle of it to move on to something else? But yeah. But yeah, the moral of the story is, if you do something really fucking stupid, even if you own up to it, take a good amount of time away from, depending on what you've done. Like, if you did something like, if you did something relatively small, something that people would consider, okay, you did this one time, we'll cut you some slack, but don't do it again. Something like that, they could take some time away from that, if they wanted to. Or if they did something really, really, really fucked up, like what Wesley did, just be gone. That would do nicely. As Captain Picard once said to Q on an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, just be gone. That would do nicely. Because Q wanted to try to, for context, Q wanted to pay Picard back for helping him become part of the Q continuum again. But Picard's like, I got no time to do with your shit. So he decidedly says, just be gone. That would do nicely. But yeah, that happened. But yeah. But like I said, if you do something really fucking stupid, just be gone. That would do nicely. Because at that point, you basically just ended your whole career. You ended your career, and I would honestly not be surprised if this man is on one of those videos that I sometimes see on my recommended about certain YouTubers getting caught, that were, what's the word I'm looking for? That were exposed for committing crimes, or they ruined their whole career, that were exposed for being a pedophile, that were exposed for committing very heinous crimes outside of the pedophilia bullshit or anything like that. I would not be surprised if I see him on one of those videos at this point, because it's been a year since then, and I would not be surprised if he's in that situation himself. But since I do want to talk about one other thing. Since we are on the topic of people who have done things in the past that are very messed up, let's talk about another person here. I would not say this is not as bad as what Genesis Wesley X did. And, in case anybody's wondering, what is his channel name for this man that he has returned on? For those wondering, the name of the channel is Mario Party Hero. Yeah, that is the name of his channel now. Yeah, that is the name of his new channel. And I wish him nothing but the worst that could happen to him. Karma up the ass, pretty much. I'm not going to wish death on the man, but I do wish he gets karma up the ass. Because he deserves karma up the fucking ass. But like I said, as much as I hate a person, I'm not going to wish death upon them. That's just petty. But I do wish karma on this man. He deserves as much karma as he possibly can get. But there is something that that I was talking about that led me to want to talk about this situation. But this one is more about a woman who is trying to accuse a man of sexual harassment, sexual assault, whatever. And so here's the title of the video. This is, she flashed him in public and called him a creep. Lawsuit incoming. Let's talk about this one. Because I got something to say about this one. After this video, I'll probably end the stream, but yeah. It's almost time for me to get ready to take a shower, and get ready for work. But yeah, let's talk about this real quick.
This guy got flashed by a girl in public, and somehow she got mad. So the story starts with this guy named Mitchell, I guess, and one day...
No, his literal name is Mitchell, I guess. That is his literal username. He wasn't saying Mitchell, I guess. No, it's Mitchell, I guess. It really is.
This random girl comes up to him at his place of work and bends over and shows him the entire goods. Straight out of,
By entire goods, he means her ass.
a porno. Then she posts it on her OnlyFans and basically labels this guy named Mitchell as a creep. Now, Mitchell has absolutely no idea about this until several months later when some random guy who was subscribed to her OnlyFans recognizes Mitchell, saying that, hey, you were in her OnlyFans. Now, Mitchell is like, what the frick, I didn't sign up
If you don't know what OnlyFans is, it's an adult website. We're not going any further than that.
for this, and he is pissed, and he posts this video in response.
Now, if you watch that video, if you're watching this video along with me and you watch that video, you can see how uncomfortable he is. I mean, look at his face. Look at his face. Even if he's looking down at her ass, look at his face, and you can see he is clearly uncomfortable with what she's doing.
Is like, what the frick, I didn't sign up for this, and he is pissed, and he posts this video in response.
Now look at his reaction. This is by Pegasus, by the way. That was 2 weeks ago. But look at his face and tell me that is not the face of discomfort. Because to me, that is the face of discomfort.
So a couple of months ago, I was
Now, even if he was looking at her bum, that to me he is still being uncomfortable. You can tell he's being uncomfortable because what you don't see is, he's going to go into detail about it here in a little bit, but what you don't see is the fact that as she's bending down for some reason, and he's looking down, he sees a crack in her dress, and the crack was big enough for him to see her bum. I think he goes into detail about that, but let's listen to what he's got to say.
at work doing my job, giving out excellent customer service per me, and this girl walks up and she's telling me she's the speaker.
Look at his face. We can only see your face. Okay, fine. Since you want to go there. Okay. It's not like I literally just said the title of the video and who it's by, and you guys could watch it along with me. Fine. I'll show you guys the fucking video. Hold on a second. Not this guy's face. Watch.
Is like, what the frick, I didn't sign up for this, and he is pissed, and he posts this video in response.
Now watch his face, since you really want to see it that badly. Hold on, let me get a better view of that. Hold on a second.
Mitchell is like, what the frick, I didn't sign up for this, and he is pissed, and he posts this video in response.
Here, let me do it better. Watch this man's face. Tell me that's not the face of discomfort. Watch.
So
I was AFK. Well, hey, welcome back, Coconut, but still, tell me, does that not look like the face of discomfort? Because it does to me. Because, I hate women who do that kind of shit, right? But, it gets interesting. We're gonna listen to this man's side of the story first. And then we're gonna read what the guy that we're watching is gonna read what she says. But, so I don't really have to read it, but he is going to. But, the way I see it, this is actually a good thing that he actually came out first. Here's why. In the general sense of America, because it is, for some reason, I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but in America, what we've got going on here is, whenever something happens, when the man comes out and says something first, okay, he may be good. But when the woman says something first before the man says anything, she is instantly the victim, and he is going to get a lot of flack. Regardless of who's telling the truth or not. Instantly, she's the victim, he gets the flack. It's ridiculous. But if it's where the man says something before the woman, he might be able to get some people on his side compared to her. Case in point with why I say, look back to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and this is the best example I can think of here. If you guys don't know or don't remember, let me tell you about it real quick. If it was the other way around, no one would care. Well, either people would defend her, or like if it's the way the woman saying something first, people would probably take her side. But if it's the man's side, they'll be like, oh, whatever. Yeah, probably. But anyway, case in point with what I'm saying here, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. If you guys don't know or don't remember what happened, in which case, if you're a young child, I can understand why you don't remember. But if you were an adult, where the hell have you been? Were you living under a rock? Because of that whole trial, so many memes were going out about that whole thing, especially with Amber Heard's lawyer, because he would not stop making objections over the smallest of shit. But anyway, the backstory with that trial was where Amber Heard made a post about. I'm gonna shut my door real quick. Hold on, because I know who's coming up the driveway, and I don't want their voices to be heard for obvious reasons. My niece and nephew are gonna be coming up here shortly. But anyway, so what happened was Amber Heard made an op-ed in a newspaper in 2018. I believe it was 2018, and that op-ed where she was talking about Johnny Depp got him in a lot of heat, got him in a lot of trouble, to the point where he was fired from multiple things. He was removed from things and such. And then when he did the lawsuit, because the defamation lawsuit against her, and then the trial happened after the trial ended, and the jury came back to say, give their verdict. They basically said Amber Heard did defame Johnny Depp, and she had to pay like at least $10 million, I think it was. It wasn't the millions for sure, but she had to pay him a certain amount. But he didn't get off easy. He didn't get off on anything either. He wasn't given just a simple slap on the wrist. He had to pay some money himself for some of his comments. But for the most part, she got the worst end of it. And I remember on Twitter, everybody was like, well, most people were like, some people were saying, they were referencing when they played that video, that audio clip of Amber saying, "Tell the world, Johnny, tell the world, Johnny Depp, was abused by a woman." Like, she felt like they were going to believe her. Ironically, when that audio clip came out and after the verdict of that trial came out, what would have to be done after that trial came out, so many people, so many women came out and said Johnny told Johnny Depp that he was allowed in their circle. So many women said that because of what happened. But there were a few Amber Heard defenders, and at that point, the latest Aquaman movie that was coming out, my dad and I were both like, yeah, we're gonna see how that movie performs, because she was at that point I think she still was in the final movie. She was in a role. She was playing a role on there, and I think even with the final version of the film, she still was in that movie. But my dad's like, let's see how the box office performs, and we'll see how she does. But even then, I'm pretty sure they didn't go to that movie to watch Amber Heard. I'm pretty sure they came to see that movie to watch Aquaman do what he does best and whoop some ass. I'm just saying, they didn't come there for Amber Heard. They came to see Aquaman kick some ass, bro. But anyway, yeah. That's the best example that I can think of that situation that I was talking about.
A couple of months ago, I was at work doing my job, giving out excellent customer service per meet, and this girl walks up and she's telling me she's a speaker, but she's
also take note that he says a couple months ago. This will be relevant to what she says later.
the way she's talking is very it's different. She's being very inappropriate with me. She's talking like this, and it just makes me uncomfortable. But I'm like, let me just try to do my job, whatever. And then as I'm trying to help her with the speaker, I don't know if you're hearing the thing, but I was telling her to look at reviews online. She bends down to point at something, and her bottom of her dress is cut, and I just see her entire fucking. Even like,
I just love how he says it too. Like she just bends down. I see a cut in her dress, and I can see her entire fucking neck. I just find it funny how he says that, but it's still a serious thing. So moving on.
Side note: I am gay. I am gay. Wrong tree in the wrong neighborhood. Wrong fucking area code. Like, no.
Yep. That makes it even more interesting. She calls the man a creep, but plot twist: the man is actually a gay person. Yeah, that's definitely not going to look good on her.
Thank you.
Okay, so basically, of all the guys she could have picked, she happened to pick a gay guy. It's a classic mistake.
Even look at.
Good. Wrong.
I want to read to you what his account profile said. His account bio says.
Fucking area code. Like, no, thank you.
Okay, so basically, of all the guys she could have picked, she happened.
Yeah, so here's what he says. This is his TikTok profile bio. All it says is, my hobbies are music, photography, and men. Yeah, that was on his both profile. If you don't believe me, if you got TikTok, you can look him up. You can probably look him up. I don't know if he's still on TikTok, but you can probably look him up, and they'll probably show that.
To pick a gay guy. It's a classic mistake in this type of content. If you're going to try to frame a man for being a creep for your ridiculous OnlyFans promotion, probably you should make sure he's straight first, to have that extra impact as him as a creep. And it was absolute witch behavior. Let's play the rest of this.
And it kills me because this happens, and I'm like, whatever, I tell my leadership, and whatever. Months later, around Christmas, a guy comes to my job. You look familiar, and I'm thinking, oh, it's probably because I worked at 2 other locations in 3 years. No, OnlyFans. She put this shit on OnlyFans, and I freaked the f out because I'm like, oh my god. So I had to hunt it down. He comes back, gives me her at. I find the video, description of the video. I'm sent the version on my page for $4.
Yeah, like I said, if you don't know what OnlyFans is, it's an adult website. That's all you need to know about it, and I'm not going to say anything more.
The killer, her bio, minding my business.
The killer, her bio, minding my business. No, you weren't. If you were minding your own damn business, you wouldn't be posting video like that. You would not be posting videos that you made in public. Like any videos that you made in public, you wouldn't be posting them. You made that somebody else's business when you do that. Especially if you don't give them consent, then it is their business. If they don't give you consent to post that video and you just post it on your own, it is now their business. They have every right to complain about it because they did not give you consent to post that video on your OnlyFans, dumbass. Jeez, people are dumb. What, just because you're a woman, you think you can get away with this shit scot-free? Hell no! No. That's not how this shit works. You may be a woman, but you gotta follow the laws the same exact way as a man, as you would want a man to. Yeah, pretty much. If you want people to give you equal, if I ever meet a woman that says he's a creep, but then they want to act like they want to call a man a creep, but they want to be treated differently from a man in certain ways. She got no room to fucking talk, bro. She got no room to talk. Because I'm basically talking about Karens in this situation, because that's what Karens are like. They don't want, they know the law or they don't. Whether they know the law or not, they don't want the law to apply to them, but the laws still do apply to them whether they like it or not. But yeah, this fucking woman.
Girl, no you ain't, because look at where we are right now. Look at me. Just potentially could be recognized in this video. It makes me like a pervert for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And you don't even care.
Yep, she don't give a damn.
Here I am having a DoorDash shakens and meat, and this girl's living in Miami, living her best life.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Yeah.
So obviously that is absolutely horrible. You can't just paint a guy as a pervert on the internet when you were the one that walked up to his place of work and in the general view of the public you literally just bent over like a creep and then showed your entire butt to him. Like that is absolutely crazy. Now you might be asking why are you taking his word for it? He might be lying as well. Well, no, I know he's not lying about the situation. The girl literally confirmed it when she responded and got really mad about this whole situation. Okay, voiceover Pegasus here. We're just gonna go over her response here. I never been the type to explain shit, but ain't no white piece of shit finna try me. Okay, starting off with some casual racism.
Racism for the not so good win. Make that a note. That's L number 1 on this post already.
After this, y'all can have this app. SAS harassment? Crazy. I never touched or tried this man in any
I never touched or tried this man in any sexual form, but to try and destroy my character because you looked with your own 2 eyes at my ass. Oh, okay. He looked at your ass. Do you not notice how uncomfortable he was? Dumbass.
form, but to try and destroy my
She's definitely making herself look good with that comeback. I know, right? That's, like I said, L number 1. L number 1 on this post right now already.
character because you looked at, with your own 2 eyes at my ass. Yeah, she definitely.
So, yeah, so in her proof is she shows that video of him looking at her bum, and he just points at that, and it's like, okay, so he looked at your ass. First off, that's generally what a man is man generally looks at a person's ass because that's that's just what they do. Whoa, hold on a second, I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, I heard some yelling in the background. I had to take care of that. Yep. Yep. I had to take care of that real quick, and if I hear any more yelling back there, I'm gonna have to take care of it. Yeah, it's okay. What happened was my nephew. I'm obviously this is alleged, but what apparently happened was my nephew. Um, I don't know if he had a pump. So what happened was my nephew dropped some Pokemon cards. Either just himself dropped it, or he dropped it out of my niece's hands. But either way, Pokemon cards were involved. They're still going at it. I can hear them. Yeah, but yeah, that's what's going on. It's like brother, sister, sibling rival, siblings, how they can be sometimes, how they just have arguments over things. Yeah, that's what's going on over here, pretty much. Uh, yeah, yeah, I had to step in, be the uncle. I had to step in and take care of that, yeah. Time to introduce them to you. Nope, we don't do that. I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding. That may be a bit of poor taste joke, Coconut, but I know you're kidding. But I don't, obviously, I don't do that. I don't do that to him. Not that kind of, not that situation. Nope. I'm not that crazy I'm not that crazy of an uncle. Yeah, I'm not that crazy. But anyway.
Just didn't bend over in front of him, right? Never in life would my OF supporters want to see your trailer park trash looking ass paws.
So let me get this. So I'm Mexican. I wasn't so lucky. Well, damn. So let's take a look at number 2. Never in my life would my OnlyFans supporters want to see your trailer park trash looking ass paws. Okay, if that was the case, why would you upload the video? If you knew they wouldn't want to see, quote, this trailer park trash looking ass that you just said, why would you post the video in the first place then? If you knew they wouldn't want to see it, why post it? Dumbass.
Fun fact, OF requires you to tag and take a picture of a person's ID in order to post any content other than yourself in the platform.
Now, I can't confirm or deny that one, so that may be true. But so far, that's 2 to 0 to 1. And I say 1 because that's a maybe.
I've been doing OF for 6 years. Never in my life would I ever post a guy who likes what I like.
Never in my life would I post a guy who likes what I like. What the fuck does that even mean? I've been doing OnlyFans for 6 years. Never in my life would I ever post a guy who likes what I like. What the f does that even mean? I don't get it. I would never in my life would I ever post a guy who likes what I like. I'm sorry, but that just racks my brain because I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
The problem with the video, you could have came to me directly like a grown girl that you are and asked me to take it down, but instead you want sympathy because you saw my ass at work.
Okay, first of all, yeah, that was questionably funny. Hey, Damien, how you doing tonight? But yeah, so you have a problem with the video? Okay, let's say he would have done that. How many of you want to bet this woman either would not cooperate with him? I ended up finding her Instagram and all her photos associated. Wait, you already found her Instagram? Or what? Damn, dude. Damn. I mean, to be fair, people on OnlyFans go on Instagram as well, I guess. I don't know. The dude tagged her in the video. Oh, okay. Damn, bro, that was fast. Damn. Wow. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on a second. Did you really go to that part of my video and... Because I only showed part of that video. I may have shown that whole clip. I know I did. But did you really look back to that part of my stream, looked at her @ handle, put it on Instagram, and then just find her? Did you really? What? Would you believe me if I said it was for educational purposes? I mean, do what you want with that account. I really don't give a shit as long as you, and I mean this jokingly and seriously at the same time. As long as you ain't doing no questionable shit like that you shouldn't be, yeah. I looked it up on Google and found her TikTok was, damn, bro. That sucks for her. But hey, that's karma. That's karma though. But sucks for her. But yeah. But let's say for all intents and purposes, he were to confront her. like the person that he was, do you really think she's gonna? Do you really think? Let's be honest here. Do you honestly think she would cooperate with him, or do you think she would double down on that video? I bet you it would have been a lost cause because she would be doubling down on her video regardless. Not banned. It was private. That's still, she likely took it down, and she likely ain't gonna. Oh wait, privated would be. I think privated would be where nobody would be allowed to watch it unless you had a link to it. I think that's what they mean by privating the channel. I think that's what it is. But either way, the fact of the matter is, I don't think she'd be willing to quote unquote direct kid to be directly like the grown person and talked about it. No, she wouldn't be. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't be talking to him like an adult. She'd be doubling down like a little bitch.
Never did this man mention that he was uncomfortable with helping me look at the speakers. Huh.
Okay, now this last bit right here, alongside with what he says here, this is the funniest one ever. I want to play this whole bit right here to talk about what he says. It's so funny. Listen to this.
And asked me to
Not this bit. Wait a second.
take it down, but instead you want sympathy because you saw my ass at work. Never did this man mention.
So when he says, never did this man mention, that's the part I want you guys to listen to.
He was uncomfortable with helping me look at the speakers. Huh. Is that what was happening? Nor did he ever mention that my dress was too short either. He happened to look, and my photographer happened to... He just...
Yeah, the photographer happened to take... He was laughing so hard he couldn't finish the rest of that statement. But yeah, she is saying, oh, well, it's not my fault that you felt uncomfortable helping me look for speakers when that wasn't the case.
Is that what...
Nor did he mention that my dress was too short either. I don't know what that has to do with his line of work. And he just so happened to look at my photographer, take the video. That very last bit, he just happened to look, and my photographer happened to take the video. Bullshit on that. No, he did not just happen to look, and no, your photographer, well, he may have just happened to look because, but your photographer did not just happen to take the video. No fucking way. No, I don't buy that last bit for a time. That's the third L in that argument. That is the dumbest thing ever. Why? Why do I say that? Because a photographer just simply does not just so happen to take a video or take a picture. A photographer would take a picture or take a video or something because they want to. There's something that they see that they want to take a picture of, or there's something that they want to, or they see that they want to take a video of, or they're told take a picture of this, or in some sort of way, and then they take video of it. There is no way a photographer will just simply take a video or take a picture just for the sake of it. They usually have a reason behind why they're taking a picture or why they're taking a video. There's always a reason. There's no just because. No, none whatsoever.
Was happening, nor did he ever mention that my dress was too short either. He happened to look, and my photographer happened to... He just happened to look, and my photographer happened
I know I'm not audible. I know it's not. Okay, so the reason why I muted myself was because my you came in here. And yeah, I'm not having voices be heard on my live stream. Are you crazy? I'm not doing that. No, I didn't misclick. Yeah, I didn't misclick. Turns out she's also an OnlyFans model, I just gonna say those $60 on the word. Why would you spend $60? Why would you spend $60 on an asshole? Don't do that. When I say asshole, I mean asshole like Karen asshole, entitled people asshole. I don't mean like a literal asshole. Shut up.
Yes, a natural, normal interaction happening here. Now, about the stuff of posting it on OnlyFans, I guess, was it not posted there? I have no way of confirming that.
Relax, man. I didn't answer. I hope not. That $60 would not be worth it.
But maybe it was posted on Instagram. But the point stands over there that you just happened to take a video of you bending over a guy in public and him glancing at you.
Good job not actually doing it. Yeah. Coconut may say what you want about Coconut, but at least he knows his priorities.
When you spread out your literal ass in front of him. Wait, I assaulted you at work but didn't get arrested at Target? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah,
I assaulted you at work, but I walked out with my purchased items and went and caught a flight back to Miami? That is what you're saying? Right. So if I really did assault you, honey, then why did it take you a whole year to speak up about a video of me in a asking for help with a speaker? S.A.
I'm just gonna state this for the record. I'm pretty sure the reason is because you know how it is with men trying to say their side of the story, whether it's first or second. People generally don't. The reason, and then he said it happened a few months ago, and you're saying it was a year prior. Somehow I don't buy that bullshit with this woman. Hold on a second. Sorry, family member, we're moving on.
For a guy.
But you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, like, he says it was a few months back. She says it was a year ago. Little interesting time frame we got going on here for this story.
Looking at my ass is wild. I don't think you know the definition of essay. Still never.
Yeah, I don't think she knows what, or at least sexual harassment at the very least. But still, if it's not sexual assault, this would be definition of sexual harassment for sure. Because sexual harassment is basically doing something, doing something, but the person did not give their consent and they don't feel comfortable doing it, but you still end up doing it anyway. That is sexual harassment.
Touch the guy. So, okay. So then guys can go up to random girls and just be completely naked. In fact, they can flash anybody, just have their pee-pee flopping out. Do you not know the definition of harassment, you actual turd?
That's what I literally just said. I just said what sexual harassment is for anybody that didn't know.
Content creator, and I never try to make people feel any kind of way about anything. I could give a honest F-less about a Instagram social media post. I didn't do well with it.
Yeah, you're talking about the post in question, but you don't care. You don't give a fuck, as you put it, but yet you care enough to talk about it. Great idea.
At BS, that's why I don't address shit. I just private my page and go missing. I'm a full-time mom, married, living my best life in Miami. Let's not forget, though, the post was made on Instagram. Just wondering how it goes from Instagram to OnlyFans with no ID. Now,
okay, then.
Apparently she responded again in another post. Basically, she responds saying that you should actually be happy about the situation because you got 5 million views on TikTok and I'm actually giving you clout and relevancy and you should be thanking me for making you famous.
Bullshit, he's gonna be thankful for that. You did it. I bet you she didn't do it without his consent. She did it without his knowledge, so chances are she didn't do it she did it without his consent. Just saying.
Probably should be thanking her for labeling you as a literal creep and a predator.
Hey besties, update. The dumb fuck has responded.
Bro, what the fuck would she be thankful? Why the fuck would she be thankful? Because she's a dumbass, that's why. But dude, oh dude, that first line just made me laugh. The dumb fucking has responded. If you don't know what that C word is, I'm not saying it. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm not saying it. All I'm just gonna say is that's it.
And her response could not have been worse. He got 5.6 million views. He is pissed about nothing. Shut the f up, take the free clout, and get you some money. You came into my job and harassed me, okay? You ain't gonna sit here and tell me how I am and I'm not gonna fucking feel about what you did, okay? Let's clarify that right now. Regardless of all that, I am still trying to speak out against what you did because you are normalizing it and it is not okay. And you not feeling any remorse about it even after I talked about that is crazy.
It is completely ridiculous that she has the audacity to be mad about the situation and to think that she was wronged in any way at all when she was the person who sexually harassed this guy. Like, you need to be in prison ASAP. There is no excuse for this. I don't care what...
Now, of course, somebody could say, well, we don't actually see her. We don't see that happening. But I was like, dude, did you not see his face? I know you guys currently can't see it, but I did show it earlier. But it's like, dude, can you not see his face as that happens? That is the face of somebody who is uncomfortable with what he's seeing. Even if he looked down at her bum, that's still... He still was clearly uncomfortable about it. So, yeah.
Sort of like fame you think you're giving this guy, or maybe your entire like moral compass operates on views or something, or I don't know, fame or whatever. In my opinion, this girl actually just needs to go to jail because this is a crime and this is actually harassment. Here's what the comments are saying.
I'll join back after a few hours. It's 1:53. I'll probably be over here shortly because I gotta get ready for work. It's almost 5 o'clock. I need to take a fucking shower. I'm gonna have to take a quick one at that too. But yeah, I gotta get ready for work soon though. So yeah.
Need to sue her? What? But imagine if the genders were reversed, and you might recognize.
Ah yes, the gender shtick. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Ah yes. Some people would be, if the roles were reversed, everybody would be screaming bloody murder for this man. Already. Like, the second that video came out, boom. I'm gonna be, like, boom. She would be instantly defended. He would have been put on full blast. Like, literally, you would have a whole lot of people getting their torches and pitchforks ready to whoop his candy ass. If the rules were reversed. Even I know that. It's sort of like this one social experiment that I remember watching, the social experiment video, where it was like where showing a person where a man was getting sexually harassed by a woman, and then what would happen if the reverse happened. When it was the man getting sexually harassed by a woman, and he was constantly saying no to her, so people in the background were like, hey man, you crazy. You gotta get some of that pussy, man. You gotta get some of that. They'd say that. But when it was the man sexually harassing the woman, hey man, back the fuck up. No, bro. You gotta back the fuck up. Do you not see the bullshit there? Like, even if that was staged, it's still a real life situation that can happen to anybody on both fronts. Where a man could be told to back the fuck up, but also, if he was the sexual harasser, but be told to get some of that pussy when he's the victim of the sexual harassment. It's bullshit. I mean, it doesn't happen. I'm not saying it happens to every man, but it could happen. Yeah.
Somebody on here as well, Joey Swell comments, this is absolutely not okay. OnlyFans should kick her off the platform for doing this. There has to be some content policy she violated. I'm very sorry this has happened to you. So Joey Swell follows up on that comment, putting this on Twitter, putting this man's reputation and his job in jeopardy to make more money on OnlyFans.
This has got to be one of the worst things I've seen on social media. This woman goes to this man's work so she can bend over and intentionally reveal herself to him to get him to film it without his consent, then post it to advertise her uncensored OnlyFans content. The only reason this man knows this video exists is because somebody came into his work and recognized him as the pervert that wanted that woman on OnlyFans.
Yep.
This man works 3 jobs to try and make ends meet, and you want to put that in jeopardy for what? So you can make more money on OnlyFans? Seriously? So Pretty Yana, I don't know the...
Oh, dude, he actually outs her fucking OnlyFans account. Damn, bro. Damn. Ah. Damn.
terms of service for OnlyFans, but I have to believe that this violates their content policy.
I'm pretty sure it would too.
And I hope they kick your ass off. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Joey Swole.
Yeah, mind your own business like you say you do.
Well, as usual, right on the money is the absolute GOAT, and I do agree. We gotta hit her where it hurts. Definitely gotta get her OnlyFans banned because this is not okay. Also, gotta send her to prison because this is literally harassment. But imagine the genders were reversed.
That's the biggest thing about all of this. If I was a woman and she was a man, everyone would feel so much differently. But because I'm this big, stout, 6'4" fuck, this must be a good thing for me. I'm supposed to be happy that I was cycling to work.
Okay, I gotta agree here.
What did I just say earlier? What did I just say earlier? I just said how they expect a man to be happy that a woman is making advances toward him, even though he is clearly uncomfortable in that situation. But then yet they would defend the she in that situation if she was the victim. So they're basically protecting her both ways, which is stupid.
This is a double standard that actually needs
Doubles. You know what I call people with that with that kind of mentality? I will always call this. They are all, anybody with a double standard are all double standard douchebags. Always. I don't, dude, I know of people who have done things in the past, and, I do make it known that if they've done things that I don't really like, that I don't care for, I will let it be known. I have no problem doing that. And I've done that just with a number of friends in the past, with how they act. I've told them that before, regardless of what the end result was. I have no problem telling people. I have no problem speaking my mind to people on anything, even if it's something they don't want to hear, but they need to hear it. I will still say it. I got no problem saying it either. That's the whole gist of it.
to go, because imagine a man goes up to a woman working in a store and in full view of the public literally bends over, shows his ass to her, or whatever the
that's basically mooning.
equivalent is. I don't know, maybe his pee-pee, and then he accuses
God damn it.
her of being the creep and then post it to his OnlyFans. Like, it's such a straightforward crime. He'd be put in prison. His life would be ruined. Not sexual harassment, destroyed immediately. The fact that she had the audacity to respond to this and say that it's helping his fame or anything, that's absolutely crazy. He did not ask for this. Nobody asked for this. And you need to go to prison ASAP. The guys calling you lucky are the type to do that to someone else. I'm sorry people are reacting that way. And you know,
people that say, oh, you're lucky that a woman doing that to you. He's gay, dude. He's a gay man, which I have no problem with. I don't have a problem with gay men, but I sure as hell have a problem with asshole women. Yes, I do.
In all of these situations, when men get actually sexually harassed, and there's this horde of guys that come out of nowhere, just like, oh, I wish that happened. It's like when you hear this.
Oh, I wish that happened to me. No, the fuck you wouldn't. If it happened to you, you'd be saying the same fucking thing. Shut your bitch ass up.
Stories of like full-grown teachers, right, sleeping with 15-year-old guys, right, and that's.
Oh, that fucking video of teacher.
Horde of guys.
That fucking video.
Is to come out of nowhere, just like, oh,
There's the video that he was referencing here. I'm gonna tell you the title, but I'm not gonna watch it because I gotta get ready for work.
wish that happened. It's like when you hear those stories of like full.
Yeah, the video that he's referring to was this one from 5 years ago on ABC News, titled, Arizona teacher arrested for allegedly having sex with 13-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what they say allegedly because, of course, the reason why they say allegedly because at that point in time, we don't know if they did it or not, but it is possible.
Grown teachers, right? Sleeping with 15-year-old guys, right? And that's literally completely wrong, completely messed up. And all the guys in the comments like, oh, he probably enjoyed it. Oh, I wish that happened to me. You are completely degenerate. I don't know if you have brain. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Like in the case of the 15-year-old or guys that are underage, like they can't consent. Okay, that's actually.
Now there even is right here. Ages of consent in the United States. Another picture here. Ages of consent in the United States, depending on the jurisdiction, the legal age of consent is between 16 and 18. But for the most part, it's 18. But there are ages where, as young as 16, where you could be tried as an adult. Yeah.
Completely messed up. They don't know what's good for them. They're probably just see like Hot Girl or whatever and go ooga booga over there, but they're not thinking with their head. They don't understand the sort of dynamic going on there and how it can mess you up for life or anything like that. And the guy shouting "lucky" are complete rejects in real life. Do not take
yeah, right.
their opinion seriously at all. They would probably with somebody else if they had the chance. You're just a completely ridiculous person with absolutely no standards or morals or anything like that, and you would probably sleep with any female you would ever get your hands on if you had the chance. And you know, if laws were different, you'd probably go for the minors as well. Like these people are just in the head, I'd say. You need to sue her. What?
So one, thank all for the wrong support. I was thinking I was gonna get a mixed bag reaction. I definitely wasn't gonna think it was as big as it was, but whatever. The problem with this is that Georgia is a one consent state when it comes to recording and documentation, that kind of thing. So literally, like if anyone's ever recording you or you know, in any way, shape, or form without you knowing, you know, only one party has to know about it, and you.
That is bullshit. They really need to fix that.
It's the party that's doing it. Basically, I have no legal recourse, at least not state. I don't know about federal. If there's anyone who's knowledgeable in law and pro bono, let me know if there is anything I can do. It does suck, but I don't like I'm just saying, like, in general, it sucks, and it's so commonplace nowadays for this shit to be happening. It just fucking sucks. And, you know, people need to chill. People need to chill.
Anyone know a good lawyer in the Atlanta area? Bro, Sue, you'd make so much money for a defamation case.
Looking at you, ever heard Johnny Depp?
And absolutely, this is a cut and dry case. If you have that video of her posting you on her OnlyFans, you need to download it and save it, and then, you know, present it to the court. And I mean, this is a textbook case of defamation. Normally, it's really hard to win those sort of cases, but if you have video proof, it's a done deal. She's cooked. But I don't know if he wants to go through the hassle of doing all that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. No more updates here. Hopefully, he sues her.
Yeah, so so I can't really talk about it too much, but I will say this much though. That woman should be in trouble. She better get arrested for that bullshit. Because if it was a man, he definitely would be. But for a woman, she better be. Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole story of that situation. And yeah, we did talk about the whole thing with Wesley also. I will be, like I said earlier, I'll be posting a video of that hour-long video stream that I was talking about earlier. I'll be posting that there if you guys want my full-on reaction from that time period a year ago. But for right now, I'm going to end it there. Love you guys. I'm not going to say that, but thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I will say that, though. Have a good rest of your day. And until next time, whether it be tomorrow night, I don't know. But either way, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forrest Walpole, signing off. And my stomach is growling. See you later, Coconut. Take care. Take care as well.